Alright guys, so where I left off last here is kind of in this top view here, and all I did was select this image here, hit scale, and scale this down so it just barely overlaps like so. And we're going to go ahead and select the, I did not rename this. This is my pan. And I tab to go into edit mode here. Select it. Face select, top face here. And then I hit I on your keyboard to slightly make this smaller, or inset it like so. Right, and once you've insetted this one slightly, we're going to hit E to extrude, and then S right away, and bring this one slightly in even more. Like so, left click to confirm. Okay, after that, with that still selected, you're going to hit G and then Z on your keyboard to slightly inset that. Like so. And I'm actually going to hide this really quick here to see what that's looking like. Okay, so GC slightly more like that. Okay, next thing we're going to do is go into Edge Select again here. Hold Alt Option, left click to select this loop cut. And then hold the Shift key, Alt Option again. Click on this edge here. And that way we have these two loop cuts selected. With those, you're going to hit Control and then B to bevel. And want something about there is okay. You could do more if you'd like. Again, this is completely preference at this point. Alright guys, so once you've finished beveling these edges here, we're going to go ahead and hit 7 on our number pad to jump into top view. I'm going to toggle back on the top reference image, and I'm going to hit the X-ray mode here. And I'm going to go into face select, click on the top face here. There we go. Okay. Top face is selected. I'm going to hit S on my keyboard to scale this down to line up with the lid of the reference image. So I think there's pretty good. And I'm going to hide the reference image again. Right. So we want to add a loop cut around here now, and that's going to be Control R. There we go. Left click once, left click again. And you want to do S first and then Shift and Z together to kind of define that lip right here. Awesome. Okay, so we'll add one more loop cut around here. Control R, left click twice, and this one we're going to move down slightly, so G and then Z down to about there. Okay. Alright, once that's done, we're going to go back into top view, face select, hit this top face here, and we're going to duplicate this face here by clicking Shift and then D. And if you right click, it'll drop that copy right in place, which is what we want. And I'll show you, you don't have to do this next part, but see how there's that copy. And hit escape to drop that. And we basically want to separate this face here from the rest of the can's mesh. So to do that, you hit P on your keyboard, and then you're going to select Selection. And now you'll see that there's a red outline here letting us know that that is actually a new shape separated from our original mesh. You'll see that there's now a Red Bull can 001. So I'm going to tap into object mode and double click on this here to rename this lid. Okay, so that is two separate objects now. Alright, so we'll now be focusing mostly on this lid. So I'm going to hide the can for now. I'm going to turn back on the reference image. And to do this kind of stuff right here, I'm going to go into edit mode, vertice select or vertex select. And I want you to hit A to select all. And then you're going to hit I to line up this to about right there. So left click, I'm going to show you what I'm lining this up to, which is right here. Alright, so with this copy, what we're going to do, guys, is bring all these vertex points here to line up to this here. So we'll start off with this one here. I'm going to hold shift and grab this one over here. And the easiest way to do this, in a sense where it's mirroring it, it's the same shortcut we've been using, S to scale and then shift and Z, or Z, I'm sorry. Line that up right there. Do the same thing with the other vertex point, hold shift, S, shift Z. And if they're moving too fast, if you hit shift one more time, it makes that movement move in smaller increments. But I'm going to fast forward to this part really quick. Okay, so once you have a general shape looking kind of like this, and again, it doesn't have to be perfect, we are going to use the knife tool to add faces to this. So you have the knife tool over here in your tools panel, or the keyboard shortcut is the letter K. And we're basically going to connect these here. So you just left click once, left click again. If you hit enter, it'll connect those for you. So I'm going to hit K again. I'm just going to connect these, enter. Okay, and I don't think we need to connect these here. So these top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We added 5 faces here. Okay, and what I'm looking at here is that we actually won't need this one here once we make a copy. So I'm going to go to Edge Select, click on this edge here, and then hit X and dissolve edges. Awesome. Okay, so we'll jump into Face Select mode now. And we should have this entire face here selected. Okay, and I'm sorry, there we go. select this face, hit I to inset. We want to line this up to about right here. Okay, perfect. Right, once you have that insetted, you're going to go back to vertex select. I'm going to zoom in slightly. And we basically kind of want to fix up some of these points here. So let's do maybe some of these as Shift C. Right, so now we also need some new faces coming this way too. So remember, you can grab your knife tool or hit K on your keyboard. We're basically just going to connect some of these. So left click, and then enter, K again. Alright, with this added typology now, we're going to go ahead and just start moving some of these in place. I'm going to hit G and then Y to make sure that it's only moving down the Y axes. If you're not sure what axes you're working on, this will tell you that Y is green, X is red, and then Z is blue. So this is my Y. So GY. We'll start lining these up. Okay, so we have that general shape.